Good evening, everyone. Hope you're having a great summer. As you can see, our course is quickly coming to a close. I have finished grading all of the rough drafts of your reflection papers as well as the second draft of your IDP if you turn those in. So please take some time to look at those comments. You can be working on those revisions, and then in Module 10, which is our last module of 10 weeks, you'll be submitting your final draft of your reflection paper and your IDP. So if you have any questions on the comments I made or not sure how to revise those documents, please let me know. Otherwise, I think overall you guys are doing a great job on those, and I've been enjoying reading your reflection papers of how you got to where you're at, and also seeing what courses you're planning to take in your upper division work. A couple things as well that I should mention. In Module 8 that we're currently in, we're using our e-portfolios. We're kind of creating those and getting those working. Thank you for all your work that you've done on those. I did leave a link in our announcement this week of the updated outcomes for our program. We recently underwent a revision of those program outcomes, so now there are 6 of them instead of 9. Several of you have the old 9 outcome program outcomes in your e-portfolio. That's no fault of your own, but mine. But I would like you to remove those and to use the link that I've given to add the new updated programs in outcomes in your e-portfolio. Those will be helpful to you as you take your upper division courses, just as a reminder of the different artifacts that you'll need to collect, one for each of the outcomes. And I'll give you a little more information on how that works. You'll create a separate section for each of those outcomes in your e-portfolio, so that by the end of by the time you take MDS 400, you'll have 6 pages, one for each outcome, and each of those pages will contain the artifact that you feel best represents your work in that outcome. A couple sentences of justification of why you feel that that outcome is met by the artifact that you submit, and then as well any assignment language that the professor gave you that you used to create the assignment, so or the artifact. So as a brief overview of how that process will work, but for now I do just ask you to kind of replace the old outcomes with the new ones if you have the set of old. Some of you do have the new ones. That's great, thanks. Also, just a note on looking at each other's e-portfolios. Make sure you are logged into your Boise State email when you do that. That way Education will know that you are a member of the Boise State network, if that's the sharing settings that a person has set their e-portfolio to. And also please remember that any Google Doc that you have in your e-portfolio, like a resume or anything like that, also needs to have its sharing settings set at the same open level as your e-portfolio. You can make that open to the public, you can make that open to people in Boise State, so just make sure that those are set so at least others in the class can see your resume. If you want to use this e-portfolio for others, for jobs or for your family to see what you've done, then you need to make sure that you set the sharing settings appropriately. So those are a couple things. Another thing we're doing in Module 8 is our screencast. We're trying that out for the first time using the information we've learned on our adult learning theory to create a short PowerPoint presentation. And the good thing about screencast is that it not only takes a picture or a video of you as you explain the material and puts that in one corner of your screen, but it also takes a picture of your screen, so you can have a PowerPoint going on. So it's kind of like an in-person presentation, probably as close as we'll get to one of those. So I do ask you to learn how to use the screencast tool. If you're having trouble, a couple hints. Please make sure you have updated your Java browser, or your Java plugin in your computer. If you're not sure if you have the most recent version of that, you can go to www.java.com, and there's a button on there that will actually test your computer to see if it has the latest version. Without the latest version, Screencast-O-Matic will not run properly. So that could be one issue if you're having difficulty doing that. Also, make sure once you've created your screencast that you upload it to YouTube. You can also download your screencast to your computer and then try to upload it as an attachment in the assignment or in the discussion board, but that usually doesn't work, and it takes a long time to do it. The file is so big. Sometimes Blackboard has a limit even on file size. So best way to do it is to record it. There's an option of sending it to YouTube, so make sure you're logged into your Boise State email account as before, and that will also link to your YouTube account, your Boise State YouTube account. That way you can have it there and just use the link in discussion boards and for assignments. Let me know if you have questions. I know it's kind of a new technology, and we've been learning quite a few new technologies this summer. One difficulty or obstacle in the summer course is we're learning all the same amount of material that we do in a full semester, but only in 10 weeks. So I realize this is kind of a crunch time for everyone, but I'm here to help if you need that. The zone as well at Boise State is also a helpful place for you to go if you're having problems. Now, coming up in Module 9, which starts tomorrow, Friday, we've got a lot to do. All your big assignments like the IDP and the reflection paper, as I said, will be due in Module 10, but you can be working on them in this next module. As well, we're introducing elevator pitches, which is just a short conversation that you might have with someone about what makes the MDS program unique and how it's beneficial for you, and maybe how you might convince someone else to do that, to be a part of our program just in under a minute. It's another way that we can practice being in front of the video camera and understanding how all of that technology works as well. So you can go directly to YouTube and record from there, and then use that link as your submission in the discussion board over the elevator pitch. As well, I want you to practice your reflections presentation, which will also be done on Screencast-O-Matic. You need to use Screencast-O-Matic or another program like that so that you have, as I said, not only the slideshow, but also the video of you speaking and talking and explaining about your journey that brought you to MDS. We're also glad to help you in the office if you need to come in. I think there will be someone there to help you. I'm there on Wednesdays. If you want to come on a Wednesday, I can show you how to use those technologies. So feel free to do that. We're also reading a chapter of our textbook, and there's a discussion board over that, and then basically we're kind of winding things up, so be working on your final paper, your final IDP. Be sure to look over the comments that I've left for those, so you know how to make those good for our final submission. And remember, you do need an 80% or above on both of those assignments to pass the course. So keep it up. We've only got a couple weeks left. I know everyone's tired, but I know also you can do it. You've done some great work over the semester, and I do look forward to seeing how your final attempts and assignments come in. So thank you for your work, and I will see you online.